One of the things that we find about people that chronically use drugs or can be considered addicted to drugs is that it's not just the drug. And when we ask, why are you using the drugs? It's the wrong question. We should be asking, why the pain? Or what's so
Mm,
painful
mm,
that using the drugs is better? When we combine that with suicide, you can see why people might think about ending their lives or might even go through with it. Then we can also see why, because they're often on substances when they do it, we can see why they were using the substances, because it's like Tupac says, if I wasn't high, I'd probably try to blow my brains out. Or he says, I take a puff from the blunt to take the pain away. Things like that to reduce the stress is another lyric telling us exactly why they do it. But there's the pain there. And what it tells me is that we live in a society and a culture, I mean, like the broader American Western culture, that just has so much pain that's unresolved. It can be tied to history, it can be tied to our parents, it can be passed down intergenerational. But just life is hard to go through all the things. And so we're all walking around with pain. And do we really have an outlet for it? When I talk to those domestic violence offenders, a lot of those guys, I was like, they're not going to want to talk to me. But the truth is they did want to talk to me because nobody had ever listened to them before, if that makes
mm.
sense. And so if you have all that pain and you, like I said, you're carrying it all around, and you don't have anybody to talk to or to listen to, then what's going to happen with that? It's going to get embodied. It's going to be stored in your body and your mind and your consciousness and your heart. And, and, you know, and that's when that cycle continues, if you know what I mean.